Hey everyone, this is Brian from Motive Training, and today we're going to go over lesser toes, pails, and rails. So for the big toe pails and rails, we used a block, and for the lesser toes, I actually like to use my hand, because what you can do with your fingers is you can actually control your toes a little bit more. And because these are smaller digits and there's less tissue involved, you don't have to really get big contractions out of them to get more bang for your buck. So you'll be able to use your hand to kind of prop up your toes. So what we're going to do is just show you how to set up. The pails and rails protocol is similar across the board depending on how it's programmed for you. So essentially what we're going to do first is we're going to find a good stretch position for those toes. So I'm going to use my hands. So we're going to take the big toe and we're going to press it into the floor. Then we're going to take the lesser toes and we're going to use our fingers and we're going to pull them up into the air. And what you can do is you can kind of separate them with your fingers, so you can create a little bit of space with them. And the goal is we're just going to try and get them to go into a stretch. So once they're there, you can go through your stretch, you can go through your pails, which would eventually be trying to drive the toes down into your fingertips, right? And then the other thing would be the rails, which would be to try to lift them at the end to get more extension out of the toes. But the idea is we're putting them through a stretch, we're trying to get them to get more range of motion, especially if they're not used to moving at all. If you need to, you can use a block. The problem is that if you have a really small pinky toe like I do, it's not going to really sit up on the block very well. So if you have a wedge, you can try using that. The goal is though that you want to get all of those toes into a stretch in any way that you deem fit, and then you want to make sure that big toe stays immobilized so it's not getting brought into the equation.